Attention, please.
And now, it's Cutter's Rockcast.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What's going on, my brother? How are you?
Good, man. Your boy Ryan says, what's up?
That guy.
Yeah, cool
You guys,
dude,
have a
man.
good, you guys have a good talk?
Oh, yeah, man. We were just rapping about some football at the end. So he had his Green Bay flag up. So I was like, damn, dude, you lost your boy, dude. Where'd Aaron go, bro? He left you. It's fucked up.
Well, we got to start with this. I know I'm still a little hurt. You know, the thing is, like, I'll have this thing in my heart always for Aaron Rodgers because he did this thing, and not even because of football. Obviously, I'm a big Green Bay Packer fan as well, but he did this thing with Boys and Girls Club, and you as a dad, you know how important it is with the kids and everything. And he did this thing with Boys and Girls Club, and my son got to sit on stage with him at this thing with Boys and Girls Club, and like no parents were allowed. It was literally just the kids, and you know, he kind of talked and hung out with the kids for a little bit, and because of that, no matter what was said or done or whatever in Green Bay, it's like, and I'll always be a fan, lifelong.
You have to watch him over at the Jets then, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm still going to root for the Packers, number one, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, you know, it won't be so fucking insane when the Niners go face you guys, you know, because that's my team. So it won't be so daunting, dude. I might be able to go to, you know, I have a good friend of mine that's a Packers fan that keeps trying to get me to come out to Lambeau for, you know, Niners, Packers, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle the heat.
The heat, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You should have came to the one of the playoffs where the 49ers beat them to go to the
I know, dude. You know, I was watching that shit in the snow, dude.
In the snow in the 49ers.
Oh, God.
Dude, I was playing a gig that night, too, and it kept, like, they made us, because they were losing, so they made it, like, the bar owners, like, just go start playing now, you know?
Just help these people out.
I'm like, fine. I'm like, I'm playing guitar riffs on an acoustic guitar, like looking behind me at the TV.
Yeah,
going, son of a bitch. Anyway, speaking of kids, both of mine say hi. My son wanted me to tell you, oh, Papa Roach, yeah, I really like their songs. Tell him I said hi.
That's what's up, dude.
There you go, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of
Message well accepted.
Dude, life's been good for you as well for a lot of time, but as of late, I mean, you guys are doing well. It's cool to see stepping out on your own and still succeeding.
Yeah, it really honestly is blowing me away, to be completely honest. It's like just with, you know, running the record company and releasing the songs and, you know, having it's our third number one with Cut the Line on this album, which is like it just blows me away. So it's sick. I got a lot to be for.
It's a cool moment. We talked, you know, obviously right before Ego Trip had kind of come out. We talked about you starting the own label and kind of going the more independent route. But you guys are no strangers to having big hit songs. In fact, I just looked this up. There's 25 top 10s total, which is pretty amazing. At least according to Billboard. I don't think they're wrong. But yeah, exactly. But how much different does it feel knowing that you guys stuck your nose out on the line this time on your own without having the big record label machine behind you?
I am so grateful. You know, I think it's just the more plugged in we are to the process of doing this thing from inception to, you know, the creative brain hurricanes that we have on these Zoom sessions with our team, and then building a plan and then executing it, and then knowing that you just don't know what it's actually going to do, and then to see it succeed that's the icing on the cake, man. It really is a awesome process, and I think it was really a good process for us to have as creative individuals this late into our career, because I think we can get jaded, you know, and just kind of get a little like complacent as artists, I feel, and a bit disconnected from the reality of what this business is through time, and having other people run your projects and, you know, make decisions, and, you know, which is it's not a bad thing, but it's just kind of getting disconnected from it and then plugging right back in and going, all right, cool. We're doing this thing like from the ground up and learning all the steps in the process and really being involved in all the steps in the process. It makes you appreciate it that much more.
I feel like some people strive in those situations while maybe others don't. And you guys definitely have
Oh, yeah.
strived in that
Yeah.
situation, which is in of itself cool to see. Cause I don't think all people aren't cut from the same cloth, but you guys have always had this kind of unbridled energy to keep pushing and going.
Oh yeah, man. It's like when one of us is tired and gives up, there's like another dude in the band that's like, all right, I'll push the rock for a minute, dude. I got this. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Your
I didn't
turn,
show
Jerry.
up.
Come on.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm like, sorry guys, I didn't show up for the conference call, dude. They're like, all right, we got you, Cove. Dude, I was like pinned to the couch the last 4 days, dude. I was not doing so good, man. What's wrong with me, dude? I had somebody come and give me an IV bag this morning. I was like,
Holy
strange.
crap.
I got a case of the herpagonabrifragipylades, whatever that is. I was just,
We're making up disease names now.
yeah, dude. I think it was just too much touring, dude. Honestly, it was like beat up. I came back from Australia. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Exhaustion sets in. That's a real thing, man.
Yeah, I think it hit me straight up. Like I had never really experienced what I've been experiencing the last 4 days. I was like cold sweats. I ain't got the flu, but I'm like don't have a temperature, but yeah, whatever. Enough of me complaining, dude. I got that bag of. They hit me with that thing, and I was like, I'm back.
Yep. Dehydration and exhaustion.
Yeah,
You
pretty
go.
much.
You,
Pretty much.
you need to take the time. Well, you guys have been nonstop though, as far as touring goes too. I mean, the Rockzilla tour, touring overseas, literally every part of this planet. It feels like you guys have been on the road. Another one's just announced, obviously, with our boys in Shinedown.
Yeah.
It's nonstop.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, this is the year to go get it, really and truly, because we've been sitting on our hands for a minute. Before this, waiting to release an album, locked up in our homes, and now finally, we've been able to get after it the last year. And once we got a taste of getting out there on tour and connecting with audiences, it was like honestly, we weren't planning on touring much after the Europe. We're doing a European tour in June and then doing a few dates in July. And we weren't planning on doing another tour. And then Brent hit me up. He's like, what's up with you, Cole? I'm like, oh, nothing, man. I'm out here. I don't know where I was. I was out on the road somewhere. I was in the UK.
Okay.
And he hit me up. He's like, hey, man, we got this tour. We're looking to stack this bill up, man. What do you think about, coming out on the road with us? And he just gave us an offer we couldn't refuse. And, it just was like it's almost like this tour is like, will be like the victory lap for us on this album ego trip and connecting with these dudes. It's like we're going to be selling out arenas all over on this tour. And so if people are thinking about coming out, like you got to go get your tickets because this thing's going to be it's off the chain. Spirit Box opening it up as well. And so it's a very dynamic show and we're going to bring our A game on that one. And
It's
so
a good one.
Shinedown is too.
The Revolution's live too, and Shinedown always brings it. You guys always bring it.
Yeah.
And Spirit Box. I said this, I think, last week on the Cutting Edge Countdown, was like, Barry from Shinedown and I had a conversation about Spirit Box and just how different, amazing, incredible, like every adjective you can think of positivity came out of that man's mouth about Spirit Box. And I don't know a person on the planet that could disagree. Wow. It's dropped an amazing new song too.
Yeah, I haven't seen them live though. I don't know much about them live, but I know the music. The music's ripping.
They're solid. Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? You're not gonna get. She doesn't pull Jacoby and walking on people's faces in the rafters of an arena, but but they're great. They sound great. The energy is there. I think this is a really solid bill, man. It really is.
Yeah, I really am excited. It's like, all right, well, that messed up my plans of being home at the end of the year, but it's like, where else of a place would I rather be than out on that run, and it's going to be a smasher, and we'll be working on new music while we're out on that tour as well.
Yeah, I just saw that you guys have some songs written already, which does not surprise me because Ego Trip was really written during the pandemic, right? I mean, that's
yeah.
So I'm not surprised to learn, especially knowing you guys as well as I do, that there's a, I don't know, what'd you say, 8, 9, 10 songs already kind of.
Yeah, I mean, if I go into my Dropbox thing, it's like there are so many in there, honestly. It's like there's 8 to 10 that are like worthy of let's go in and cut vocals on them. And then there's a slew more of just ideas and riffs and things. It's like Tobin and Jerry, the boys just don't quit. Like it's just they don't. I'm like, fuck, slow down, guys. Like, nah, they don't need to. I can't tell them that. It's hard for me to keep up, to be honest. Just with I got a lot of things going on in life. It's like not only do I do this rock and roll thing, I'm like trying to be like super dad. You know what I mean? And so it's like, sometimes I just got to cut the rock and roll thing and just live that dad life.
Sort of the work-life balance.
Yeah.
It's a real
It's
thing.
it really is, man. It's an important thing,
Mhm.
honestly. Like if I want to be able to like sleep well at night, I got to know that I've done my best at both of those, whether it's with the music or with my family, and that's really important, man, because I don't know. I think the way that you change the world at this point, man, is from within and with our families, try to raise some good fruit, some good kids, to go out there and inspire the world.
I love that. I love that. Listen, Jacoby, earlier you said something about, kind of being in this for a long time. Obviously, we have been in this for a long time, but there's a fest. So for anybody who's listening to this after this happens, there's a festival going on this weekend in Las Vegas that you guys are part of called
Yeah.
Pick New World, which I was going to go to, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it out there, so I apologize. But um, it is every new metal fan's dream of a
Oh yeah.
line, and then some. Like
Yeah.
for anybody listening to metal and alternative hard music in the 90s and into the early 2000s, it's literally everybody from you guys and Deftones, System of a Down, My Life with the Thrill Kill, Cult, Stabbing
Yeah.
Western, like just the craziness of this lineup. Dude, there's really been, it seems like a I hate to say resurgence because so many bands in our world never really went away, but
Yeah.
there just seems to be a love of this music that feels fresh again. As
Oh
I
yeah.
look behind you and see the gold record for your second record.
Yeah. I'm proud of that one right there, man. That one means a lot to me.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
but I would say that you're on point with it, man. There's like, and it's even got me like reminiscing and going back into those old records and finding things about them that I didn't hear before that, oh man, I missed that, or damn, I kind of slept on this record, man. This record actually was a ripper. And so I think that's awesome. Plus, you see like a lot of these. I mean, for instance, I'll use Deftones for an example, right? You see this new generation of kids discovering the Deftones,
Mhm.
and they're 18, 19, 20 years old, and I'm like, that's so dope that like there's this new wave of the youth that are getting into the genre of music, and that's it'll be exciting to see over the next 5 years how that takes shape in the sound of music, with these new groups coming up and stuff like that, what that looks like. And yeah, I'm just so proud to be part of this festival and part of that era of music. And it was a dope time, dude, to be honest.
Well, listen, as a musician, I'm curious as a band that plays, either right below headliner or even headliner in some instances with some of these festivals. The lineup came up for that one, and you see this a lot at festivals where you have so much crossover of bands. Like you
Yep.
you have choose one of 3 bands or one of 4 bands to go see, unless you're watching the one headliner at the very very end. How do
Yeah.
you feel about that? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's a better way? I'm just curious from your perspective.
I think for something like this that really celebrates an era, it's like it's the only way you can do something like this is just get everybody on the frickin' bill and just stack it up. And that is what it is. Fans got to make their choice, but it's like, hey, we're here for this moment in time to go check this out. And you know, I think as far as our set time goes, I think we're playing way too early. It's kind of bullshit, to be honest. It's like, really, dude, like before we're playing before Death Grips, like, huh? I mean, no disrespect to the band, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. But hey, I'll tell you this straight up. They gave us an offer that we could not refuse. So I was like, of course we'll come play, dude. Come on, dude.
Right. If we want to really get behind the scenes on how festivals get booked, what's your
Yeah.
offer sheet? We'll offer more. So there you go. Come play.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, you know. So they're like, all right, cool. And you know what? It's I'm stoked. I got homies coming, you know, a couple of my buddies here from NorCal that are coming with me to go see this show, and they're all just amped, dude. They're like, oh,
Well, is
sister,
that cool? Like, because I mean, you're playing what, 45-minute set or 40-minute set or whatever it
we're
is.
playing 30
Oh,
minutes.
it's only a
It's
30-minute
yeah,
set?
damn. Yeah, it's like
Wow.
crazy, dude.
You play your seven of your number one songs and get off.
Right?
And a new one. But I imagine that's all to go and hang out and see
Oh yeah,
bands you're a fan of, bands you're friends with. I mean, that's cool.
absolutely, man.
That's
I'll probably run into the Alien Ant Farm guys, which I haven't seen in years. You know what I'm saying? I've got to go see the Deftones. Got to go see the homies in Corn. Excited to see System of a Down. Um, you know, who else? Mr. Bungle. I got to see Mr. Bungle. That's
You
like
have to.
they're not going to do any of like the California stuff. I don't think. I think this is more like kind of the Scott Ian heavier version of the band, and so I'm excited to see that too.
Mr. Bungle.
Yeah,
I
I was a
came
big
across
fan of
that
Mr.
as a
Bungle.
teenager. What the hell is Mike Patton from Faith No More doing?
Yeah, just
It's
out,
still
dude.
mind blowing. Still mind
Yeah,
blowing what they pull off on some of those records. Well, it's cool, man. Have fun this weekend. I mean, that looks really great. There's a little FOMO going on with me right now, but that's all right.
yeah, right. You're like, damn, dude, I could have been out there, man. Shoot,
I know.
duty calls though. You know.
Exactly, 100%. All right, so you get to rest a little bit then after Revolutions Live. Do you feel like there's a point where you could do too much? Like, I mean, you've been on the road constantly. You know, coming out of COVID, every single band released music, released a tour, another tour, and another tour, and another tour. The tour market's been insane. The music has been but fantastic.
Yeah.
It seems like so many bands have been putting out their best work of their careers. Do you feel like there's a moment of maybe that's a little much? I'm just curious.
Uh, well, like I said earlier, I felt like it might have been time to come off the road after the summer, but it's like
Right.
we got this opportunity. I was talking with the band about it. I'm all, it just feels like it just was put in our lap, like, hey guys, let's go sell out some arenas together. And I'm like, how can you freaking, I can't pass
Yeah.
that up. You know what I mean? It's like,
Out of that.
and plus the world is large, right? So we're going to give the States a break for a minute, man. And, we're going to make new music, maybe go to South America at some point. But yeah, we're going to kind of slow the pace for a minute. At the end of this year, I feel that would be the wise thing for us to do.
Well, maybe give you a chance with some of those collaborations too. I mean, these have been really cool that you guys have been doing. Not only just Papa Roach, but you popping up on other stuff too.
Oh yeah, I got 3 collabs sitting in my Dropbox right now. They're all the bands are going, dude, when are you gonna cut the vocal? I'm like, just give me a second. So yeah, but collabs that I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
I can't let the cat out the bag on them yet, but
All right, fine.
they're all dope, dude. And across there's one that's kind of like more in the alternative space, which is I'm really excited about. So it's a
Oh yeah, I got
little
to imagine, right? It opens up your perspective a little bit as a musician, as a songwriter,
oh
to
yeah.
go outside of the rock world.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's like I got a goal too, over the next like 2 years is to get into a bit more of the writing spaces with other artists. That's gonna be something that I'm gonna kind of throw myself into. And that's something that I haven't really done much of in the past. And so not just like, hey, let me come in on a guest feature. It's like, hey, let's do a writing session. Let's just see what happens, see what comes out. Maybe it's a P Roach song, maybe it's your song. Who knows? So collaboration's fun though. I really do enjoy it.
I love that. That's been a conversation on topic lately. I've had a few people on that do a lot of songwriting sessions. Obviously, have their own bands, and we've talked a lot about that. Uh, what a creative space to be in when it's with the right people. It feels like.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I've been in writing sessions where I'm just like, fuck this. No way. Like, and the good part of me, like the humble side of me goes, just trust the process, just get in there and just see what happens and just do it. And I've done it, and I'm like, that was horrific. Fuck that. I'm never writing with them again. You know. And then, and then there's other writing sessions where I just roll up in the studio and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so glad we connected, man. Like, I can't wait to do this again, and I've really gained some great friends through it, some great relationships. And, it's been cool, because writing music with the same four guys for 20 plus years, it's like, at some point you're like, all right, let's put a wig on this thing, let's just do something different with it, And
Right.
so I think that collaboration thing has been a really fun part of, learning what to do, know what not to do, and just see where it takes you.
It's like speed dating for the musician sect.
Totally. Totally. Yeah, you're like, oh, pass.
Yeah. No, next.
I did not swipe right on that, or whatever that is.
Well, again, man, congratulations on everything. It's I can't get over how cool it is to see guys go out on their own and succeed. I mean, we've seen it happen a million times where that doesn't happen. So I can't imagine it was an easy decision to make, but here you are, and it worked.
Oh yeah, man, it was a kind of terrifying,
Yeah.
but here we are telling the story of it, and the process of it. And thanks for shining a light on it, man. I appreciate it.
Always
'Cause,
good music's good music. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
you know what I'm saying?
Cutter's Rockcast.
Don't forget to tune in.
Exactly.